Sarah Duffy tells us how the paper is a solid voice for the entire city.
It's no news that readership of newspapers is declining.
We obviously were hurt much more badly than mainstream newspapers.
In order to survive, a newspaper must find new ways to remain relevant as something more than a place to run advertising.
And even I, with my lack of business background, understood it was not going to go on forever. I realized it was going to, so we had to build some value in the product, which meant we had to build the audience. We had to grow the newspaper.
Suggs began grabbing the attention of corporate sponsors by creating an education program to raise scholarship money for students.
I think people want to hear good news. They want to hear their stories, quite frankly.
In the last 30 years, under Suggs' supervision, the St. Louis American rose from 60,000 to 70,000 copies per issue.
Now that you're talking to a broader community, people realize that what happens in one culture affects the other. So the old saying of we're all in this together, we really are.
Today, the St. Louis American sees itself as a voice for everyone, not just African Americans.
This publisher, our executive editor, Donald Suggs, he has a kind of infectious energy. He's a great believer in people. He's a great believer in St. Louis. He's a great believer in me.
We've done reasonably well up to now, but when you have a bit of success, it has to be sustainable. And the environment's changing. Nothing's more constant than change. So.
The St. Louis American is continuing to evolve through social media and multimedia stories on its website. Sarah Duffy, KOMU 8 News, St. Louis.
Now, the St. Louis American is actually printed in Columbia at the Tribune's printing press.
The True Falls Film Festival is here, and on the first day, reserved tickets for tomorrow are already gone. However, you can still get a ticket to any screening by showing up at the venue in